Hey, what's up, Sunil? Hope all is well. So I just want to jump right into it with this offer project. So here is a list of all the documents I'm going to email you. As you can see, there's 16 documents. I'm gonna make it really brief and to the point here, just so we all on the same page, and go through each one of these documents. So as we click on this document, I literally want every single word typed out on a web form. And again, we'll put my logo right here as that PDF file I sent. And this is a page that they have to sign. So we'll hopefully have to create some electronic signatures. But all of this information I'm going to send to you via email, but I want all that on the web form as part of the disclosures. Here's again the list of all the documents we're going to go through. Same as this one, basically all of this information typed up and just having them sign an initial that they acknowledge that they're going that they read it. This document, actually, the only part that we're going to include is this warning statement. All of this statement, we're going to just put that. The rest of the document, we're not going to need. Property to seller's disclosure statement. And this is 8 pages. It's taking a little while to load here. So we basically want this section here, starting with line number 7 all the way to line 24. We're going to have that in the disclosure section of this document. That was seller's property disclosure. Arbitration document. We just want this first page, all of this typed up. And these are all just disclosures. So if we can create like a default signature somewhere where, I don't know, they can just acknowledge by signing and initialing that they at least read over this document. That's the most important part. This document I'm gonna have to work on a little bit more. But again, as you can see, you can kind of fill in the blanks here. You can put in the date, one of 3 pages. So these are all the fields that we can fill in on the web form. And I'm hoping we can transition the information on these, on these documents. So I can just fill this out on this software that I use now. We can click shall or shall not. Um, you know, Basically this document I'm gonna tweak a little bit, so you don't have to worry too much about this document. But I just wanted to show you. The next one. Now here's the meat and potatoes of this whole offer process. Is from purchase agreement all the way down. Okay, so line by line, I want to fill this out. So these 3 documents I'm going to convert into one document: conventional, DVA, and FHA. Those 3 are going to be basically compressed into one document. So don't worry about this so much, but I'm still going to show you. And then these are going to be the standard documents. So sellers contributions. This is going to be an document, option document, and option document. These last 3 documents are options depending on the house. This is a standard document here, so we're gonna click on this one. So literally, this top part we can delete. Maybe we can put purchase agreement. We can talk about that, but mainly from number 1, all the way to 137, all the way down. Each is 7 pages here. Some of this information is going to have to be defaulted like it is here. This information I'll have to put in. Maybe we'll just leave that blank. So these two lines we probably don't need. But this whole video is just kind of give you an idea of all these blank spots that we got to get filled in and the line item. Okay. So what I'm going to do is email you, for example, I'm going to give you the title of the document, and then I'm going to say number one, date, number two, this is just pages. This document is about 14, 15, 16 pages, so I'm going to, we'll type that in there or what have you. But basically each one of these line items is we need to fill in the blank for. Or each one of these line items we want to type in this information that you see here. Now, I can't highlight it, I'm sorry, but like for example, this is just an example, but if we do 1 through 10, as you can see, 1, the user will have to fill in the date. 2, we maybe need a default depending on these options here. The page number needs to be defaulted according to if they pick these additional pages here. Because I know the purchase agreement is 7 pages, this is 2 pages. This will be like, these combined will probably equal about 3 pages. And this is 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 2 page. So this needs to be all in order as far as how many pages the document. So this is page 1. Like for example, this is page 1 of 15 pages we have. See page 2 and so forth. It goes all the way down. So we need to number these pages depending on if they use these documents or not. So I hope you can try to help me figure that out. But back to what I was saying. So what I want hypothetically is the user to fill out the date, fill out their name, and then if there's 2 borrowers, they can do that. The earnest money, the amount of money they're putting down. So these blank spots from 1 all the way down to how many documents, how many lines there is. 2 things that we need to do is either 1, have the user fill out the information, or 2, we type all of this information, for example. So from 17 down to 28, we'll see that we just need to type all this information into the web form. Okay, that's basically what I'm thinking the best way to do this, so I can have this online document is online. Basically, we can kind of make it the way we look at it now, but I want it to be more user friendly because this is kind of like the back end for realtors. But all this information we need to fill in, and some of these will be default options. Like all this will be defaulted, which I'll let you know. This needs to change for the year, but all this is like default information we can kind of go through. But that's pretty much it. So each one of these documents are basically the same layout as you scroll to them. See, this one I need to add the page. So for example, this purchase agreement is 7 pages. Page 7. So if you go here, this is the next document in line, is an inspection contingency. So this would be page 8. And then this would be page 9, and so forth. So I'll give you these. What I'm gonna email you just to so we know is I'm gonna email you exactly what we are needing for each line item. That's what I'm gonna do. So it's either gonna be a user fill in, like it's gonna say date, and then the user fills that information in, or for example, it's going to be number 9, and we type this information in. So I hope that makes sense. Obviously, we can communicate more to make more sense. All this section we'll probably just take right out. So I'm thinking we can just make some custom forms. For example, as you can see, this inspection contingency addendum, uh, once I print this, my logo automatically shows up here in this section. Let me give you an example. If I go here and I open up this document, like you'll see my logo is there. So this is kind of what I want emailed to me. Is it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but as long as we get this verbiage in the document, you know, all this verbiage and all these documents emailed to me, and then obviously have the user information that they filled in, have that pre-filled. That's what I'm looking for. And then obviously my logo on each page. So it doesn't have to be exactly like this, because like for example, this is an older document, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. So what else? I think that's about it. So I'll put that email together, and we can go from there. I appreciate your time. Thank you.